Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Why, hello there. Welcome back.
Well, we've enjoyed a little sunshine today. We were doing our mantras and meditation out in the sun, albeit it is cold, but I think the cold is going to go away and hopefully stay away.
Sometimes when you go out there and it is cold, it's like the sun has an extra something to it. Can't quite put my finger on it, but the sun seems brighter and the air seems clearer.
Absolutely. As long as they stop spraying for a minute. Make sure you are subscribed to all 3 channels with the little bell clicked. And we do have our first 1,000 subscribers at Heart's Ohm. And if you hear this, Julie Cleary, please reach out to us because you were the 1,000th subscriber.
Yes, Julie Cleary, please contact the principal's office. No, just kidding. Send us an email.
Yeah, right? Oh, lines of communication between the U.S. and Chinese military officials have reportedly been closed, according to the White House National Security Council. Never a good thing, as we do see this from Yahoo News. They're not communicating. Yeah, not communicating. Yeah, we've had the whole balloon fiasco. We've been watching what's going on. Many of you guys have been watching intently what's going on. Now, what does this say to you guys? The United States Air Force grounds KC-135 Stratotanker fleet. What? Over concerns their tails may fall off in mid-flight. Efforts to replace the KC-135 fleet have been underway for at least 2 decades. We kid you not. The U.S. Air Force has ordered its entire fleet of KC-135 tankers to be grounded for inspection over concerns that their tails could fall off mid-flight if not properly fixed. They ordered inspections on Tuesday for non-conforming part of the vertical tail assembly. You know, this fleet is what refuels the fighter jets. And if you guys follow, what's his name again? I forget his name. Monkey Works. You know, he will tell you. I mean, he always will point out that these KC-135s are in the air, so you know there's fighters out there. So with that fleet being grounded, wow. We just had the balloons go by. You know, we had that intrusion. They saw the balloons leave China. Didn't do anything until it crossed the entire continent. And, you know, of course, the borders are wide open. We have all these things going boom all day long. We have train derailments. And now you're going to say that the fleet that you use to refuel fighters are grounded? Can you say, Trojan horse? I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Unfortunately, to me, this just speaks to the fact that things might be a lot closer than we really might think.
I don't know. I want to think really hopeful, and I want to think, it doesn't surprise me that something like this is going on, given our history in the past of things not going well. But let's not forget the art of war. Maybe they're just making us look really silly and dumb. Let's just hope.
Yeah, as we just got a message from one of our regulars, DJ, sending us this headline: Border Patrol seizes enough fentanyl to kill 100 million people in under 5 months. Yeah, you know, there's obviously a lot going on, guys. A lot going on. Explosion and fire at a chemical factory. This is in China. This is not the only one. You know, again, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And yeah, the efforts are underway to really light the fire on this big grand conflagration number 3. And here we see the IRGC Navy targeted a Liberia-flagged and Israeli-owned tanker in the Arab Sea. It didn't do major damage to this tanker, but it was hit by a suicide drone that came from Iran. The war is about to get pretty obvious, and you know the sun is doing its thing. Oh boy, the sun feels intense today. You know, we were out there, it was 40 degrees Fahrenheit, And, chilly in the shade, but when you're in the sun, it's wonderful, wonderful. And boy, the energy is strong. This is an X-class flare. This is a 2.24 X-class flare. So this is not directly Earth-facing, but this should impact us with maybe a glancing blow. X-class flare. These times, again, if you are sensitive to these energies, you might feel wired, you might feel tired, you might feel ecstatic, or you might feel depressed. You might feel all the above. It's hitting us all. This is a big one. As you can see, the sun is doing its thing. Right here, they're showing X 2.28. Let's just see. So, again, the sun is just coming in to roll full into us. So, often I would, as a regular, anytime you see something like this, you got to be thinking it could have a big effect on consciousness, but also on earthquakes and volcanic activity as well. And let's jump over to that while we're doing this. So the biggest one we have out right now is a 6.1 over in Indonesia. Let's see, what am I noticing here? Well, that's only a 3.1. But what I did want to share was over here, because when you see quakes that are way off any of the plate boundaries, you got to get curious. Now, I do see them here. This is Tanzania. This is what we get is this is actually part of a mining operation. It's at 10 kilometers depth that they're giving us. 4.3, 4.9. Kind of unusual when you're so far off the plates. You're almost dead center on the plates. But what we get going on there is this is actually a mining operation.
Mm-hmm. So when I looked at this, I looked to see what's going on, and they showed me these beings, and they were wearing a lot of gold. And I can't say that these are high vibrational beings because the gold looks like armor. It's like they deliberately, I feel like their skin is painted. They're wearing like gold chest plates and so on. These are the beings that are out of sight. These are the beings that are claiming it. And then they showed me diamonds. So this is all getting other humans to do things for diamonds for these other beings. And what they do with it from there, I'm not sure, but I'm sure diamonds, they're pretty good for some technology, huh?
Yeah, do they use them in lasers? I think, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so in other words, what she's getting is this is a mining operation for non-terrestrial beings going on. And again, there's a lot more that doesn't get stated out in public because there's a certain paradigm that they want to keep out there. They don't want to let you know how much mining and the results of that mining end up going off planet, as a lot of people go off planet. Again, there are millions of people that disappear every year, and they're gone. Where'd they go? Sometimes they don't stay on Earth.
Mm-mm. No, and there's been some really creepy things found, like people just go missing, and just their clothes might be very nicely, neatly folded up over by a rock, and there's absolutely no sign, there's no blood, they're just vanished, and you got to wonder what happens. And really, I think there are some that end up off planet.
Yeah, no, there still is, most definitely that type of the S word, SLAVE word, and see if AI spells that. They probably will.
Yeah.
So a small device is ready to be used in a small town to make a big impact. East Palestine, Ohio is excited to make an important medical device available to all 4,700 residents. On Sunday, there will be a special meeting. To share more or start signing up, the My ID program is ready to roll out in East Palestine. It's a medical information system that helps first responders provide care. It gives us rapid information that we may need should somebody be unresponsive or having some kind of medical emergency, said East Palestine Fire Chief Keith Drabnick. My ID provides wearable devices or key fobs that have QR codes. Emergency responders use a camera phone to access important medical information, shows them underlying medical conditions that people have supplied about allergies, medications, emergency contacts. The information could impact treatment decisions if a person can't say it. All the information is HIPAA compliant. We're not doing this to gain anybody's information, try to steal anybody's information. We're doing this to help the public in a medical emergency. My ID is available in East Palestine and Unity Township. The fire department will demonstrate it to other departments that provide backup. Can be used anywhere. So on Sunday, residents can learn more during a special meeting at the East Palestine Community Center. Yeah, this was January 26th. This was January 26th. Anybody find that a little curious? Just saying.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
It is. Now, these things have been out there. I used to run retirement communities. I understand. We had many of our residents having these type of things out there. But talk about coincidences. Here we have this massive, massive incident. And what? A week before, you had this. Wow, coincidences everywhere, guys. Oh, there's always coincidences. And there's all these signs that are always appearing. You know, sometimes if we look real close, we could see these signs. And sometimes we just drive right by and we don't notice the signs. Signs everywhere. Sign of the times. So the LAPD chief finally gets serious about crime in Los Angeles. He said crime is so bad right now that don't leave a bottle of water in your car because they might end up breaking in to get the bottle of water so they can recycle the container, whether it's aluminum or plastic. Has it really gotten that bad that, you know, people are desperate to just go see what they can get for a recyclable can? Is it that bad they're going to break car windows for this?
I don't know. I guess they're going to throw the story out there and see who believes it.
Or is it that they don't want you throwing it out and it's now they're being environmentally compliant, so they're going to go smash your car window in to make sure that your disposables are disposed of properly?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to roll the dice and hope for something.
Yeah, you can't make this stuff up, guys. But yeah, you know, the crime is rampant in LA, and it is getting to be a big problem in many big cities all around. But this guy has got the groove. Music, the universal language. He's appreciating it, or she. You know, again, guys, stay as prepared as possible. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy yourselves. Again, this is quite a ride we are on.
Yes, and enjoy your fur babies.
Absolutely. Share a little love with them every day.
Namaste.
God bless and namaste.